Tdac is the digital arrival card required for entering Thailand. Starting in 2025, all foreign nationals entering Thailand, whether by air or land, are required to register for Tdac in advance. In this video, we will clearly explain the input process and important notes based on the latest Tdac registration guide version 1.2, officially released by Thai government authorities. Registration can be easily done from a smartphone. If you have your passport information and accommodation details ready, it only takes 3 to 5 minutes to complete the registration, and the QR code will be issued immediately. Now, let's go through the steps together. Starting from May 1, 2025, online Tdac registration is required to enter Thailand. The paper arrival card has been discontinued, and Tdac is now mandatory. Without completing the registration, you will not be able to go through immigration, so be sure to register in advance. In the Tdac form, you will need to enter your passport and personal information, flight details, accommodation, and health status. When registering for TCA-DAC, you will need to enter various types of information. First, your passport details, such as full name, passport number, nationality, and date of birth. Next, your personal information, including occupation, current address, and phone number. You will also be required to provide travel information, such as your date of arrival in Thailand, country of departure, purpose of travel, mode of transport, and flight number. In addition, you must enter your accommodation details, including the full address, hotel name, district, and postal code. Finally, you will be asked to declare any countries you stayed in during the past 14 days, as well as your health condition. There are several important points to keep in mind when registering for TMDAC. Even after completing the registration, you can still make corrections or updates. All entries must be in uppercase Roman letters. Entries in Japanese will be considered invalid. Be sure to enter your name exactly as it appears in your passport signature. Providing false information about your health may result in denial of entry. If you are required to have a visa, please enter your visa number as well. Also, if you are entering Thailand on a direct flight from Japan, you do not need to submit a vaccination certificate. Tdac registration details can be edited or corrected before submission. Even after registration, if there are any changes, such as a flight change, you can re-register. In that case, a new QR code will be issued, so be sure to present the most recent one. Tdac registration is done through the official website or a related app. Select Arrival Registration and enter the required information. After reviewing the details in the preview, click the Submit button. You can register up to 72 hours, that's 3 days, before your arrival in Thailand. All entries must be made in uppercase Roman letters. Please note that entries using lowercase letters or Japanese will be considered invalid. When registering for Tdac, please make sure to use the official website only. The URL is https://tdac.immigration.gov.th. When searching online, use keywords like Tdac Thailand or Thailand Digital Arrival Card. If you search in Thai or other languages, fake websites may appear, so please be cautious. Before submitting your arrival record, you will need to check the box that says, "I am not a robot." This checkbox is used to prevent unauthorized registrations by bots. Please click the check mark to confirm that you are a human. Click the flag icon at the top right corner of the screen. A list of languages will appear. Select Japanese. The entire screen will switch to Japanese, making the registration process easier to understand. Once the screen has switched to Japanese, click the blue button on the left that says Arrival Record. You will now begin entering the information required for entering Thailand. First, click Get My Passport at the top left of the screen. This option automatically reads your passport information and fills in the relevant fields for you. It's a convenient way to save time and effort. If you choose not to use Get My Passport, you will need to manually enter all information yourself, including surname, given name, nationality, passport number, date of birth, and so on. Next is the name entry section. Enter your surname, family name, and given name, first name, exactly as they appear in your passport. Use uppercase Roman letters only. For example, if your name is Tanaka Taro, enter it as Tanakataro. Fields marked with a red asterisk are required and must be filled in. Next, enter your passport number. Be sure to enter it exactly as it appears in your passport. It will be a combination of letters and numbers. For example, TT12345667. As before, fields marked with a red asterisk are required and must be filled in. Next is the entry for nationality/citizenship. This field also has a red asterisk, so it is mandatory. Type JPN in the input box, and you will see a suggestion like JPN Japanese. Click on the suggested option to select it. By typing the first 3 letters, the list will narrow down, making it easier to find your nationality quickly. Next, enter your date of birth. Fill in the 3 separate fields for year, month, and day. This field also has a red asterisk, so it is required. When you click on the input boxes, a drop-down menu will appear. You can also type the numbers directly to quickly narrow down the options. For example, enter your birth date as 1950 1231. Next is the occupation entry. This field also has a red asterisk, so it is required. You must enter it in English and type it manually. For example, if you are retired, enter retired. If you are a company employee, you can enter office worker or employee. If you are self-employed, enter self-employed. If you are a student, enter student. Please enter the term that best describes your current situation. Next is the gender entry. This field also has a red asterisk, so it is mandatory. Choose the option that applies to you from the following: male, female, or undefined, and check the appropriate box. Just selecting the option is enough. The visa number is required only for those who have a visa. If you do not have a visa, you may leave this field blank. If you do need to enter it, please please check your visa and enter the number accurately. For country region of residence, select the country where you currently live. When you open the drop-down menu, a list of options will appear. Typing the first 3 letters will help narrow down the list. For example, if you type JPN, Japan will appear. Enter the prefecture where you currently reside. When you open the drop-down menu, a list of options will appear. Typing the first 3 letters will help you quickly find the correct option. For example, if you type NII, options like Niigata Prefecture will appear. Entering your phone number is mandatory. Japan's country code is +81. When entering your phone number, omit the leading 0. For example, if your number is 09012345678, you should enter it as 9012345678. So the full number would be +81 9012345678. After entering your phone number, click the Next button on the right side of the screen. Review the information you've entered and proceed to the next step. Enter the date you will enter Thailand as your arrival date. You can either type the date directly or click the calendar icon to select it. Fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory, so be sure to fill them in. If you are departing from Japan, enter JPN, Japan. A drop-down menu will appear. Typing the first 3 letters will help you quickly find and select the correct option. Fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory, so be sure to fill them in. If you are traveling for leisure or tourism, select Holiday as your purpose of travel. This field also has an asterisk, so it is required. Open the drop-down menu and choose the option that matches your purpose. In most cases, Holiday is appropriate. If you are traveling for business, select Business. If it's for medical reasons, choose Medical. Next is the mode of transportation. Since most people enter Thailand by plane, select Air. This field also has an asterisk, so it is mandatory. Next is the type of transport entry. This field also has an asterisk, so it is required. You can select from a drop-down menu. In most cases, you will be using a commercial airline, so choose Commercial Flight. Next is the flight number entry. This field also has an asterisk, so it is mandatory. Enter the airline code followed by the flight number. For example, if you're flying with Thai Airways, enter something like TG123. Next is the departure date entry. Here, enter the date you plan to leave Thailand. If you already have a return ticket, enter that date. If you have a visa and your departure date is not yet decided, you can enter a temporary estimated date. You can also click the calendar icon to select the date. Next is the mode of transport entry. This field has an asterisk, so selection is required. Since most people leave Thailand by airplane, select the round button next to Air. Next is the type of transport entry. This field also has an asterisk, so selection is required. Click the input box to open a drop-down menu. In most cases, you should select commercial flight, which means a regular airline service. Other options include private or cargo airline and others, but for tourism or general travel, commercial flight is the appropriate choice. Next is the flight number entry. This field is required and cannot be left blank. Enter the airline code followed by the flight number, such as TG123. If your flight has not been decided yet, enter a temporary flight number. Due to system requirements, you must fill in this field to proceed. If you have multiple accommodations, enter the place where you will first stay after arriving in Thailand. You do not need to list the places you will stay at later. For now, just provide the information for your initial hotel or accommodation. This section explains how to enter your accommodation address in Thailand. First, select the type of accommodation. For hotels, choose hotel. For a friend's house, select friend's house. If you own or rent a place, choose apartment. Next, fill in the following fields: accommodation type, as above, subject or title, e.g., hotel name, district or area, subdistrict or sub-area, postal code, street name, and house number. If you are staying at a hotel, make sure to include the full hotel name and address. For example, if staying at Dusit Thani, Bangkok, enter Dusit Thani, Bangkok, 98 Rama 4 Road, Si Lom, Bang Rock, Bangkok, 10500. In the Type of Accommodation in Thailand section on the screen, please select the option that matches your accommodation type. This field has an asterisk, so it is required. Click the drop-down menu to see the available options. If you are staying at a hotel, select Hotel. If you are staying in an apartment, your own home, or a rented house, select Apartment. The province field is required. Click the drop-down menu to see a list of provinces. By typing the first 3 letters, you can quickly find your desired province. For example, typing CHI will show options like Chiang Mai. The district/area field is also required. Open the drop-down menu to view the available options. Typing the first 3 letters of the district name will narrow down the list, allowing you to quickly find the correct district. The sub-district sub-area field is also required. Please select from the drop-down menu. Typing the first 3 letters will narrow down the options, allowing you to quickly find and select the correct sub-area. The postal code must be entered correctly using 5 digits. In this example, the postal code entered is 50220. Although there may not be an asterisk shown on the screen, it is sometimes treated as a required field, so please make sure not to leave it blank. This section is for entering your address. Please enter as many specific details as possible in English, such as your hotel name, apartment name, building name, room number, street name, and house number. This field has an asterisk, so it is mandatory. For example, the address might be entered as Chiang Mai Riverside Boutique Hotel, 33/3, Chiron Rat Road. Make sure to enter the correct and complete address based on your actual place of stay. Once all fields have been completed, click the Next button at the bottom right of the screen. This action will take you to the next step. Step 3 is the Health Declaration section. To enter Thailand, vaccination with vaccines approved by the World Health Organization or the Thai Ministry of Public Health is generally required. However, as of April 2024, Japan is exempt, so COVID-19 vaccination or certificates are not required for travelers coming from Japan. If you have only stayed in Japan within the past 14 days, simply write Japan in the box below. If you have stayed in any other country within the last 2 weeks, be sure to enter that country's name as well. If you stayed in any other country within the past 14 days, you must enter the name of that country. This section is for entering the country or countries you stayed in within 2 weeks before entry. If you have not stayed in any country other than Japan, enter JPN. When you type JPN in the input field, the drop-down menu will show JPN, Japan. By typing the first 3 letters, you can quickly bring up the correct country and select it easily. Once all information has been entered, click Preview on the right side of the screen. Here, you can review your entries. If you need to make any changes, go back and edit the relevant fields. If you are traveling with family members or companions, you need to enter each person's information separately. Click the Add Other Traveler button on the screen and enter each person's details following the same steps as before. Once the registration is complete, a separate QR code will be issued for each traveler. On the preview screen, review the information you entered. Even if some parts appear in Japanese or kanji, there is no problem as long as the input is correct. This display is due to your device's automatic translation feature. If you find any errors in the content, select Edit to make corrections. Finally, complete the last 3 steps. 1. Enter your email address. Depending on your device or system, it may appear in all uppercase letters, but that's not a problem. Your email will still be delivered correctly. 2. Check the box to indicate that you agree to the terms. 3. Lastly, click the Submit button. This will send your registration. Once your registration is complete, you will receive a confirmation email. This email contains your QR code, which you will need to present at immigration. Make sure to save the QR code on your smartphone or print it out and bring it with you. If you do not receive the email, please double-check the email address you entered. You can also register after arriving in Thailand at the airport. Using the airport's free Wi-Fi, you can complete the registration on your own smartphone. There are also kiosk terminals available at the airport. You can use these kiosks to register by following the on-screen instructions to enter your passport information, accommodation details, and more. The input process is almost the same as the online pre-registration. The kiosks feature touchscreen operation and support multiple languages, including Japanese. Once registration is complete, a QR code will be displayed or printed on the spot. Be sure to have it ready to present at immigration. On the final page where you review your entered information, even if you typed in English, it may be automatically translated into Japanese for display. Sometimes incorrect kanji characters may appear. This is due to the translation feature. As long as the information was correctly entered in English, there is no problem and you can simply ignore the translated display. Once registration is complete, you will receive an email containing your QR code. You will need to present this QR code at immigration. Save it on your smartphone or print it out and bring it with you. For travelers transiting through a Thai airport, whether or not Tdac registration is required depends on whether you go through immigration procedures. If you enter Thailand, Tdac registration is required. However, if you are simply transiting without entering the country, registration is not necessary. If your flight changes, you need to update your registration. Please re-register using the new flight information. This completes the Tdac registration process. By registering in advance, you'll enjoy a smoother immigration experience. Don't forget to bring your registration confirmation email and QR code. Have a wonderful stay in Thailand.